Hi, my name is Rohit Chawla and I'm the founder and CEO of Innovist. Beauty and personal care market is overall going through a great transformation in India right now. From a very $10 billion market in 2014, it's already around $22 to $24 billion, growing to 30 plus in the next 5 years and at a great CAGR. So I think this is a great time to be in the industry. The major factors contributing to the growth of this industry is sort of online world, the social media, etc., where the consumers, which is the demand side, is actually getting generated. It could be either through films, it could be through the social media channels, the influencers, everything. I think the market is getting very evolved, understanding what they need, reading a lot about it, and that's why demanding more. And as a result, these companies have actually started to innovate a lot more and actually giving up more interesting and innovative products which were not there in India earlier. Like, for example, I used to live in the US many years and my sister used to ask me to get some products, and now that has changed completely. We can now have the capability to build such products in India itself and have to have not so much of reliance on Western worlds. Well, we have always relied on Western products. Like if you wanted a good quality product, we would actually have an aspiration, let's get it from US or other places, right, UK. And I've done that myself, right, for my family. And what I've realized is that, that need for, why they were always good in that sense was because they were always focused on what their claims were. They were substantiated through some clinical trial, some studies, which in India was sort of a mixed bag. Some were doing, some were not doing it. But there was a massive need for such a thing because it's not just the claims, and it's also the safety. Because you're applying such products into your skin or your hair, and this actually seeping into your, penetrates into your bloodstream as well. So that's why the concept of safety is extremely important. It also basically goes down drain, into your oceans as well. So I think that also adds up to why they should be really safe for the environment as well. So of course, with great success, there are some challenges as well associated with the industry. From a consumer perspective, earlier there were like couple of choices. You have to buy a product. It was either this brand A or brand B versus maybe something from international market. But now there's a foray of D2C brands that are coming and kind of serving that demand. So it's very overwhelming sometimes. It paralyzes with the choices, right? From the supply side, the barrier to entries have gone down significantly. I remember when I started my first company, it was extremely difficult to even build a website of your own or to talk to a vendor to get a product made. The MOQs were insane, right? But that has come down significantly. Everyone and anyone can now launch a company. This is good and bad because at one end you can have innovation getting kind of democratized, and smaller companies D2C can challenge, while at the same time people are getting led by marketing first businesses, leading to further poor choices for products. One more challenge that I see in the industry is that this D2C, excitement has led many big FMCG companies join the foray as well of online spends, etc. And what has led is that it has made the cost of business a little more expensive, and thus the industry is kind of bleeding a little bit in that regard. So earlier I was a founder of a men's grooming brand called The Man Company, and after a successful exit, I was pondering what to do, and along with my co-founders Vimal, who's a scientist, and Sifat, who's a brand head, we decided that most of the companies are marketing led in this industry, and not enough is done around the product led approach, and that's when we kind of formulated this idea that let's go with the product first approach and let's try to change the industry by kind of working backwards, like focusing on research, getting out the real needs, solving the needs, and then kind of build the right products, and then followed by marketing rather than the other way around, right? And that's the whole belief, and that's why we started with an R&D lab for a year, and then we moved to launching our brands. So we started with Bare Anatomy, which was a personalized hair care brand, where a person would take a quiz and we would formulate the product for them. That was extremely different from what was done before. And as we grew, I think there was a lot of more need from the consumer when they demanded more. So we launched a couple of more brands. One was around skincare, which was Chemist at Play. And then recently, last 3 months back, we launched a sunscreen-only brand called Sunscoop. Overall, from a journey in the last 4 years, from like just 4 products in the first year to like now 60 plus products in year 4. I think it has been a great journey, and as we go forward, there is a lot more to be done, and some very exciting products are coming. So one thing we are very proud of is that we are actually Make in India, which is basically we have our own factory. To keep a very tight control on the process and the quality, we actually make our own stuff, and that's really something that excites us. So it's not just the R&D, but it's the complete vertical integration and having our own manufacturing as well. The other thing that we are really proud of is that we have a very strong control over our supply of ingredients. Because we believe that a customer doesn't really understand what they are buying sometimes, because a sunscreen may be a sunscreen for them, but there is so much that goes into it, and that's where we are actually stepping up and educating a lot of them about the UV filters, the safety standards. For example, we have published our safety reports and the UV test reports online so that the consumers can see, and that's how we are educating and changing the industry, because we believe that as the customers get educated, they would demand more things and they will actually keep us on the toes as well. And very happy to bring that change about through our channels and social media, etc. And all the ingredients where we do are transparently put even on the website, and the quantity sometimes we put as well, so that it's not just vitamin C is good enough. We put like 20% vitamin C, which is actually a very big difference from just putting a drop to a 20% in the product, right? And that's something we really feel is great. And we also sometimes source, and in fact most of our products have ingredients which are sourced all over the world, and each ingredient has some kind of a safety report, it has some kind of a clinical trial or a report, scientific report, which backs up the claims. As a future, I think right now we have 60 plus products, and we have been working on a lot of other new innovative products as the Innovist, right? We will be bringing around 40 more products in the next 18 months. That's already in pipeline, research is going on for that as well.